halfway through Glastonbury and knee-deep in mud.
We'll be speaking to some Love Music and Hate Racism campaigners.
And I'll be talking to Unite Joint General Secretary Derek Simpson before he speaks out in a left-field debate.
I'm a national campaigner for Unite Against Fascism.
Lee Billingham, I work for Love Music, Hate Racism.
Well, we're at Glastonbury to bring a message of anti-racism and anti-fascism to the campaigns that are here in Leftfield 10. We've been here for 3 years now, and the campaign goes from stroke to stroke for Glastonbury. We're getting more and more people signing up, getting involved in the campaigns against the BNP around the country, and we want to get more people knowing about the campaigns and being there.
What we try and do with the campaign is to use music to bring people together, to show unity against racism and to celebrate multicultural Britain. And we're really proud to be at the Leftfield here again. And tonight we've got a lineup that's second to none in terms of representing that multicultural Britain that people like the BNP want to attack and we're going to defend.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, without a doubt, what we want to do is we want to mix up the crowds, black and white, united together. Also on stage, mix up the artists, the indie artists, the urban artists, and really kind of say that unity brings us together. The music we listen to brings us together. We want to challenge the divisions that are out there, like the BNP, that want to divide us.
Racism affects people in their jobs and in society. Trade unions have historically fought to combat this issue. I'm joined now by Derek Simpson, Joint General Secretary of the UK's largest trade union, Unite. Derek, why have Unite come to Glastonbury this year?
Well, Jodie, I think the answer to that's very simple. We often get asked, what are we doing to attract young people? And of course, Glastonbury is full of young people. We bring in the name Unite to young people, but also it's the question of racism with initiatives like Love Music, Hate Racism and those kind of projects. There's obviously some connection between our attitude towards racism as well, which is to oppose it bitterly.
And tonight you're speaking on the Love Music, Hate Racism platform.
Yes, that's correct.
What do you think trade unions can do to combat racism?
Well, awareness is one thing, but I think the initiatives that we've taken, I mean, not least of all, recently in Sandwell, where the BNP were running candidates and expected to win, we put a lot of the union's resource, the political team in there, the communication team in there. We made DVDs, we did a lot of work, and as a result I'm absolutely delighted to say the BNP didn't win a single seat.
Do you think employers could do more to create an atmosphere of respect at work?
Well, I do, but I think the problem's deeper than that. I actually think that employers, at least the multinational employers, are probably people who like to use racism to divide nations. I mean, we're pitched, it's the Chinese that we're in competition with, it's the Indians that we're in competition with. These people are taking our jobs. It's the immigrant Polish labour that are taking our jobs. This is the argument that's advanced, and it's the employers that are taking advantage that the undeveloped parts of the world or the poorer parts of the world are prepared to either work and do work cheaper or come across and not expect as much that poses them as a threat. But when you really think about it, ordinary working people, people like you and I and our members, really have got more in common with that Chinese worker, that Indian worker, that Polish worker than we have with the chief executives of those companies that are profited tremendously at the expense of all of us.
What's your favourite part of Glastonbury?
The music's good for those who enjoy it. For me, I suppose getting on a platform with a young audience, and it's amazing how people come and listen to speeches in a rock festival. It still astounds me. So I guess the whole experience is an interesting one. So I don't think I could pick any particular part. It's the whole scene, really.
And how did you get involved with Love Music, Hate Racism?
Well, we heard that Pete Doherty was playing a Mayday gig in Trafalgar Square, and we were Libertines fans, so we went along. But before we phoned up for more information, and they said, oh, do you want to help? And we said, okay. So we ended up going there that day. We helped for 2 hours. We've been doing it for 2 years now.
And who are you most looking forward to seeing throughout the whole festival?
Yesterday we saw a lot of bands that we really like. We saw Block Party, we saw Fratelli, Sabian, Arctic Monkeys, and Glenn Tilbrook. So,
Glenn Tilbrook?
yeah, I really like him. It's good.
Okay, and who are you going to go and see tonight?
Well, we're staying here for our show on stage.
On the left field stage.
Get Cake, Where Cake Fly.
Hard By.
The Mentalist, Akala, Lethal B. Yeah, Hard By.
Well, that's it for now on Saturday's highlights. We're tuning in again tomorrow to see Derek Simpson in the Love Music, Hate Racism debate.
And more from young people about bad bosses and with a minimum wage.
See you tomorrow.